Hi, my name is Karishma, and today is the first day of our series featuring women in the legal sector. I'm joined today by Valanki Fernandez, and she's a paralegal at Divorce Online, and she's just going to tell us a little bit about your job. Hi, Val, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me. So I work for Divorce Online. I've only just recently started working there, so it's just been maybe over a month. So I work in the consent order department. So what I do is, so when clients first want a consent order, so a consent order, for those who don't know, is after you get divorced, the consent order is what you have to get to sort out the financial side of it. So what I do is I take the information that the clients give to me and I send it off to the solicitors to be drafted, and then they'll come back to me with all the drafted documents which I have to send to the clients, and then they'll get back to me with all the extra details that the solicitor asked for, and then I have to just kind of check the documents over to see that whether all the information's in there, all the clauses are the way it was sent to them, like nothing's been amended. And then once the document's ready to go, I will have to submit the documents to court. So that's roughly what I do right now. So obviously I've just only started, so I'm that's about it for my time, like right now. But I will get more jobs, like job kind of as I go on. So for now, that's it. But
Yeah. In terms of your background, did you study law? Have you always wanted to be in the legal sector?
yeah, well, always since college.
Yeah.
So I took I don't really know what I wanted to do when I was at college. So I took a range of subjects. I took biology, chemistry, IT, business, and law was one of them. So nothing quite stood out other than law. So I thought I'd do law. So I done law at uni, and right now I'm doing my masters as well. So alongside my job. So yeah. So
That's
since college I've always wanted to be in the legal
yeah.
sector. Yeah.
That's really impressive that you're doing a master's at the same time, can I just say? Yeah, is it a master's in law?
So it's the LLM LPC.
Yeah.
So it's the combined course with the LPC. So yeah.
Yeah. So what kinds of things, you said that you've just joined this job, but what kinds of things do paralegals do, in general? Like if I was to become a paralegal, what should I expect?
So it really depends on what firm you kind of work for. So in
Yeah.
my previous job, I was a paralegal for AXA Insurance. So with them, it was I handled my own caseload from start till the end. So I would issue legal proceedings and defend a claim. But with this job right now, I'll be reviewing consent order documents. It all really depends, but it's mostly assisting the solicitors in the job they do, and kind of just it just gives you a good experience on how to kind of handle cases, but not really have too much responsibility that you can't handle yet. So it just
Yeah.
gives you a good experience, I think. So if you're planning on becoming a solicitor, I reckon it's a really good experience.
Okay. Sounds really varied, but you mentioned planning on becoming a solicitor. So is that what you want to do in the next few years?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah,
Yeah. I've heard from quite a few people it's such a good stepping stone and such a good way to get yourself in the firm. Do you agree with that?
yeah, definitely, yeah. So with my current my current job, sorry, if I kind of like what I'm work like the work that I do, I can do the SILACs with my firm itself and qualify as a solicitor that way. So well, qualify as a legal executive and then to a solicitor. But yeah, it's a really good step. Like it's a really good stepping stone for that kind of
Yeah.
career. So
That's like a really interesting way because everyone I think talks about, getting a training contract,
yeah.
doing that for 2 years and then qualifying, but you've managed to get a lot of hands-on experience. What would you recommend to people who want to be a paralegal? Maybe some tips for the application process and maybe
Yeah.
some
So
skills that they might need?
yeah, so with the application process, I think you just have to really research the firm you're applying for, the company you're applying for, and maybe have a look whether you'd be more interested in working in a firm or in-house, because they offer different things. So yeah, really research into that and the kind of scope of progress. And yeah, just kind of be yourself and just show what you have to offer, because I mean, if you don't know what you have to offer, you won't be able to kind of show the company. So yeah, just research the company and know what you have to offer.
Okay. What kind of skills do you think you've developed and you had before you became a paralegal?
I think attention to detail is one of the main skills, because you have to make sure everything is, right. Like the slightest mistake will kind of mean that you're working on fixing that mistake for quite some time, and that will kind of just build up your work. So attention to detail is really important, and I think that's one of the skills I've gained through my experience.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good. Those seem like really transferable skills as well to like when
yeah.
everyone talks about being a solicitor. So at your firm, is there like mentoring schemes? How do they support you, you know,
So
as a woman in the workplace?
So right now, I've only just started. So I have my team leader that supports me through my kind of through my training, builds my knowledge and everything. But as I go on, and if I want to kind of, you know, work my way up, I'm not really sure right now how they'd support me. But from what I've been told, I would get like all the support that I needed and I requested. So with my company right now, is they're very supportive in the way they kind of train you and build up your knowledge.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Obviously, I don't think you can get a video right now without mentioning coronavirus, but how
yeah.
has your work changed, since the pandemic started? Are you working from home? Is there
So when the pandemic started, I was working at my old job. So when I was working there, we obviously kind of worked from home for a, like till I left there. So I was working from home for a good six, no, not 6 months, maybe 4 or 5 months, and then I got this new job. Um, and I had to go. Wow, I have to go into office with my new job. But since I'm doing my masters, they've been really good with that, and they've kind of given me days where I can work from home. So just to kind of reduce the pressure that I have of kind of working and then going to uni, because my uni is quite far from where I live. So
yeah.
yeah.
Has the work in itself changed at all? Or was it just, learning to work from home using teams instead of, meeting each other face to face?
Yeah, no, the work pretty much was the same. It's just kind of adjusting to a new kind of atmosphere, and there's family around, so you have to kind of know how to maintain your focus
Yeah.
while having family around. So yeah.
Okay. Do you have any tips for women who just want to get into the legal sector? Do you
Um,
think do you think there's any struggles they might have, just being a woman in general?
Yeah, so I think being a woman, especially, I know there are some women that have children that want to get into the legal sector. It can be really hard, and it can be so easy to give up. Me being single, not having children, it's already so hard to kind of juggle work, juggle uni, and everything. And it is a lot of work, but if you really enjoy it, I think it's so worth it. And just try your best not to give up, because right now I actually enjoy my job. I can't see myself doing anything else other than it has to be within the legal sector. I can't imagine myself working in any other sectors. So whatever you do, just keep going. Don't give up, even though I know it's really, really hard.
Okay. Thanks, Val. You've been so helpful. That's all the questions I've got for you today. Like, you've been so informative. I feel like I know so much more about becoming a paralegal. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad I
Thank
could
you.
help. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.